Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, viewers, depending on which part of the world you are. My name is Catherine, and I'll be talking on behalf of Each One Teach One, a Facebook group which is run and managed by Regina. And the group talks about different things in life. It doesn't talk about one specific thing, it talks about different things that helps to mold each one of us. So today we were supposed to go live on Facebook, Regina and I, but there was a technical hitch, so we were not able to go live on Facebook. So today, what we were supposed to share on Facebook was about backpack, bearing in mind that this is a back to school season in many parts of the world. Many people just went back to school. Some in other parts of the world they have been on Christmas break and New Year break, and some of them have been on recess since October, and some of them, like let's say in a country like Kenya, they will be going to. Some of them will be joining their first year of high school this week and next week, and some will be going back to school after 2 months of holidays this week. So what we're going to talk about today is about school bags and how to choose the right backpack. I'm talking about the bags that students use to carry their books, their accessories, and different things. So right now, when students are going back to school, there's so many things that people need to consider, because if the right bag is not chosen, this student or these people will have challenges in the future. So kindly note that I am not a medical practitioner. um, so I'm just this means that I'm neither an occupational therapist or someone in the field of orthopedics or spine treatments. I'm not in any of those. So the views that I'm gonna share, I'll share because some of them, because I'm health reporter, so I take many hours or many times talking to doctors, to medical doctors, and they share about different things in this life. So I believe that this topic will be able to help many of you, and these things that they have shared with me, I will share with you so that you can also get something from them. So we're gonna start about talking about the uh, how I mean, what happens when someone chooses the wrong backpack. We know that sometimes students, they carry like heavy bags um, on their backs. So if care is not taken, this carrying long like heavy bags, they bring about long-term effects. Some they like let's say carrying a bag on one side, like it's supposed to be the backpack is supposed to be not heavy. So if it's heavy, it's gonna bring some issues for this kid in the long run. So we're gonna start with what like now, when parents are going to uh, they are going to buy bags for their children. There's some things There are some things that the parents should should consider. As I mentioned earlier, I said that I spend most of the time talking to medical healthcare professionals. I mean, talking to healthcare professionals about different topics. So nowadays, I've talked to a lot of people working in the field of like consultants working in the field of orthopedics and spinal cord and they have shared that a lot of things about the dangers or the effects, long-term effects of carrying heavy backpacks. So they have even said that nowadays there are many young patients who are going to hospital to seek treatment because of back pains. So most of these patients, they complain about back, neck, and shoulder pains. And this is not because of any other problem, it's because of carrying a heavy backpack and or sometimes carrying it the wrong way. So what I'm talking today is about how parents should take a lot of consideration while purchasing a backpack for their children. This I'm talking about children who are just about to begin their kindergartens, and those who like maybe in high school, or those who are in college, like especially the pediatrics, the those who are like from the ages of 4 or 5 years, all the way up to 16, 17, 18. So uh, what I mean is that people, when there's some schools that allow students to carry the trolley bag, but those ones, many schools, they do not allow the trolley bags because they consider them unsafe in schools, or like maybe when entering a school bus. These bags, they consider them unsafe because they can make the kids trip or and fall so easily, or like they can bring so much, like some schools consider them unsafe, but in in real sense, those when it comes to our body, when it comes to kids, the students bodies, the trolley bags, they are more safe to the and healthy to their bodies. So what we should do is that um, like many people, uh, if these students, if they don't use the backpack properly, this one leads to having a bad posture at long run, and this is not good. And also, so some of these students, what they do is that because they feel that carrying a backpack with one shoulder is trendy, is fashionable, they carry it with one bag, making it like one side, like making them to lean on one side, and this one makes them to have like they might have like they might have pains on the backs, on their shoulders, and upper and back pain. So also, like at long run, this one leads to a bad posture. And this one, it's not like something that is short term, it's something that goes along with, even their adults. Sometimes their spine, their muscles can can like stay in a, like their bodies can, like their spine can bend a little bit, on some, or something can happen. So it's something that should be really be encouraged, not carrying like to be very, very considerate when buying a backpack or when carrying it. So what what students should do, or what children should do, and this one they should be supported by their parents, is that students, they should carry only the books that they need on that to use on that particular day. So their parents should be involved in their weekly, like checking their timetables, like checking what they have, not to carry all the books in the, like all the books, because the bag automatically will become heavy. So something else that should be done is that the weight of the school bag should not exceed 10 to 15% of the child's body weight. So the bag should not be like 30% of the child's body weight. So the weight of the bag should be proportional. It should be in proportion to the weight of the body of the child. So, and something else I would like to mention is that the height of the bag should be from the waist, should be from the shoulders to the waist. It should not go below the waistline. This is because if it goes below the waistline, it will pull the child's bag, and it will make it hunch forward, like hands forward. So and in addition, the straps of the straps should be on the shoulders, and they should be padded, like on both shoulders, yeah, so that the kid can be comfortable. I would also like to mention that the bag should also be made of a lightweight material. It should not be heavy, because the material used to make the bag should not be very heavy, to make the, like, because to add more weight to whatever the child is already carrying. And also, more to that, the bag should be properly packed, like the weight should be equally distributed, between both the shoulders, like between both sides. It should not be like one side is heavier than the other one. And as I mentioned earlier, the bag should be like, the straps should be wide, like they should not be so thin. The straps should be wide, and they should be on both shoulders. So there's no time a student should be putting a strap on one side. And so in conclusion, I would like to say that like we have talked a lot. So to conclude about this, I should say that for kids to have a healthy life that will not affect them in the future, life that will not affect them in the future, parents should consider a lot of things while the buying a bag while students are schooling, so that they don't have a problem in their adult lives. So to summarize, I would like to say that the straps should be wide, and they should be on both shoulders, and sometimes so that the weight can be equally distributed, and also it should have multiple compartments. And then more to that, the bag should also can have a waist belt, so that it can also help in distributing the weight equally, and it should not go below the waistline. And more to that, before carrying the bag, the students should be able to adjust the straps very well before loading it on the bag. Another thing, as we mentioned earlier, the student should pack whatever books he or she needs on that particular day. The students should not be carrying everything on to school, because it will be heavy. And in addition, while at school, the students should be able should make use of their lockers more. They should be putting books in the lockers and go, like they should be like after one subject is over, they should go and pick the other one. They should go and pick another book and return the other one instead of loading them in one bag. um, so, and then more to that, some, if you are capable, you can have like two sets of textbooks. Like some you keep them at home and some you to use in school. So if but if not, it's not possible, you can just make sure you are carrying the books that you're gonna use on that particular day. um, the bottom line is that you should always limit your load while packing a backpack to protect your body from giving you long-term issues that you will spend more money to treat in the future, or problems that are irreversible because of ignorance when during your schooling years. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll put this into practice, and I wish you all the best as you go back to school. Thank you so much.